Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, the crypto market moving sideways for most of the last 24 hours, led by Bitcoin, which, by the way, yesterday, I'm sure most of you have heard by now, maybe you looked at the price. Bitcoin got pretty darn close to its all-time high yesterday, maybe around within $700 to $800 of the all-time high. And we haven't seen some sort of dramatic rejection from that point, literally just moving sideways. So lots of people on pins and needles. Are we going to see that rejection to the downside? Are we going to finally see a new all-time high and a resumption of moving to the upside after this over half a year consolidation? Well, I don't pretend to know in the short term what's going to happen, and I don't have strong conviction in the very short term as to what's going to happen, but I will say, as it specifically pertains to the price action of XRP, I definitely believe that it will be worth the wait. By the time this market cycle is over, yes, I personally believe, I'm betting accordingly, Bitcoin is going to keep moving to the upside, hit a new all-time high. I think that, the opportunity for Bitcoin at this point, it's so limited. What are we going to see? If we're lucky, a 2 to 3-fold increase for Bitcoin from this point, if we're lucky. But for XRP, my God, a 2 or 3-fold increase for XRP, that doesn't even get us to the high price of XRP for the last market cycle when it was artificially suppressed because of the SEC. So the real opportunity, so far as I'm concerned, is in XRP specifically. It has been so suppressed, I believe it's just my personal opinion, I just think that it's undervalued at this point. And markets eventually figure that stuff out. I will not be surprised when this market starts getting hot to see XRP hit a new all-time high and enter price discovery. Nobody knows for sure what's going to happen, including me, but I have my conviction. I've been articulating why for a very long time, and I've never felt more strongly than this period in time, this exact moment. So I want to share with you some reasons as well as some thoughts from some chart analysts as far as what may happen in the short term, but I really don't think that we're going to have to wait that long to see some serious additional fireworks. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this video, it is 8:04 p.m. Central Time, which is my time zone, and it is Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. I got XRP just over 52 cents. Bitcoin at $72,236. Crypto Fear and Greed Index actually the same as it was yesterday, 77 out of 100. So we are back in extreme greed. By the way, just to be clear, because I said, once the masses feel that, it's feeling greedy, that is the point where it makes sense to be concerned, broadly speaking, but it doesn't mean the first moment the masses are feeling that it is time to jump ship here. We've seen it, all sorts of historic precedent for this, but a continuation to the upside after the market starts feeling greedy, it can persist for some period of time, and we just hit this for the first time in a long time, so I have a feeling that we have quite a ways to go, and we're hovering right here around the all-time high for Bitcoin, which does lead the market, like it or not, and I personally don't care. And the normies are still not paying attention. It's just all of us folks who are hanging out in crypto land that care about this stuff. You wait until the normies get back. But it's just impressive to see this type of price level sustained when it's just the crypto folk that are here. Here's a post. I just want to share part of this is from Cointelegraph. They're sharing some analysis. This is written by one of their chart analysts, Rakesh Upadhyay. And he wrote the following. Bitcoin bulls failed to push the price to a new all-time high on October 29th, but a positive sign is that they have not ceded much ground to the bears on October 30th. This suggests that the bulls are holding on to their positions in anticipation of a move higher. United States Bitcoin exchange-traded funds witnessed massive inflows of $827 million on October 29th, according to CoinGlass data. This suggests that investors expect the sideways price action to resolve to the upside. Crypto research firm 10x, and this is always interesting, it's kind of risky, but making a prediction here. Crypto research firm 10x Research projects Bitcoin to hit $100,000 by January 2025. Okay. You know my stance, right? On people making time-specific projections for price. I think it's a bad idea. I've never seen a single human in existence that can consistently, call a specific price level by a specific time. It's just not possible. But still, people and entities are going to continue to do this. But the cool thing is, given the environment we're in right now, It's plausible. And I certainly am happy to acknowledge that. It could happen. Absolutely. It could happen even sooner. When this happens, you're going to see XRP will substantially outperform Bitcoin. I think that the XRP haters are going to be in stunned disbelief. A lot of them are probably going to be deleting nonsense predictions that they made about XRP, so on and so forth. We've seen that before. There's also this post from chart analyst Credible Crypto. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I did think that it makes sense to highlight, given that he's been vocal for the last couple weeks or so, warning of potential pullbacks. He does still think that it's plausible that we can see a pullback. So whether that's down to, he wrote at the bottom towards here, $65,000 to $69,000 for Bitcoin, he does still think we could see something. So take it for what it's worth. There's also this post from chart analyst Crypto Michael. He said, people still don't get it. All dips will continuously get bought up. The train is leaving the station. Bitcoin will hit $100,000 by Christmas. Okay, so he's this very time-specific prediction here. And again, people can predict whatever the hell they want to predict. I just know that it's, and nothing against Crypto Michael, like people just do this. I know that nobody can consistently be accurate when it comes to these predictions, which makes me feel like it's pointless. The types of comments that make sense to me is based on historic precedent. If we're seeing that history rhymes with itself, then it could be so and so. But to say I predict, in this case, Bitcoin $100,000 by Christmas, I'm like, get a little nervous for you. But the good news for him is we are in a bull market, and based on historic precedent, I know unquestionably it is true, especially after United States elections, that you do see a move to the upside. Here's a post from chart analyst Javon Marks. It's Bitcoin USD chart. He said Bitcoin could be set here for its most vertical and intense bullish movement so far this cycle, and we may be right at the starting stages. Okay. There's historic precedent for that. And so he is showing how it has looked for the previous two market cycles at various stages of that. The general idea I actually do buy into. And as far as, us being pretty close to finally seeing that leg to the upside, well, like I just said a second ago, and it is just data, there's precedent for, yes, notable moves to the upside in years where there's elections in the United States. Here is a post from chart analyst E. Greg Crypto, talking about Bitcoin. He says, I want to keep this respectful, so I won't mention any names, but does anyone else notice euphoria in the market, or is it just me and like 5 others on X? All the signals still show no real euphoria from a macro perspective. So I'll pause to note the way that CoinMarketCap calculates things. It notes that we're in greed, but I certainly will say, just scrolling through my feed here, like, does it look to me like the euphoria that I've been used to seeing the previous 2 market cycles? No, it absolutely does not. And retail segment isn't even here anyway. So I get what E. Greg's saying here. And then he says, I agree that unless Bitcoin closes above $73,700 for 3 days, a pullback is likely. Overall, the market seems to be getting ready and momentum is building. Time will tell. So folks, don't be surprised if we do see a pullback. I'm not predicting it is or isn't going to happen, but it's not going to matter. We're in a bull market. I firmly believe that what's most probable, just my personal opinion, we will see a dramatic move to the upside because history rhymes with itself. So it's not a guarantee. But again, based on historic precedent, yes, I do find that to be the most plausible outcome. There's this post from chart analyst Ali Martinez. He says, take a look at Bitcoin following the last 3 U.S. presidential elections. I don't think this time will be different. And so if you can look at your screen, if you're not already, as long as it's safe to do so, as long as you're not driving or something like that, it's worth taking a gander here. Because it's true. It's just data. The last few market cycles, election years, yes, you did see a move to the upside after November. And there were some moments leading up to elections where you did see a move to the upside. And in this case, yeah, we happen to have been consolidating, moving sideways for over half a year. But still, the moment that he's highlighting here specifically is the election and what happens after that. And in all of these cases, the answer was number go up. Is this time different? I doubt it. Maybe, but I doubt it. Here's a post from Charting Guy. FYI, if we dump for a few days or a week, it is just a pre-election shakeout, just my opinion. And so he's acknowledging, yeah, there's a possibility we move to the downside. And I still, historic precedent, But I really do believe that once the market knows who the president is, whatever the outcome is, that is going to that's going to remove the uncertainty, and that's what the market actually cares about. Honestly, and I pulled up this data. It's been a while since I pulled it up, but there's plenty of data to show that regardless of who's in charge of the White House, like the markets don't care. Though honestly, what they don't like is the uncertainty. So leading up to this, you can understand why. Then after, it is a known factor who wins. You can understand then why people would allocate money in whatever way they think makes sense. But what I'm telling you is, regardless of who's in charge, whether it's somebody on the left or the right, historically, it just hasn't really mattered a whole lot. It's been about the same. You're splitting hairs in terms of the difference at that point. It's moving to the upside. And by the way, I'll highlight for XRP specifically, my God. This meme coin mania on the XRP ledger, it's persisting. Not only is it persisting, but more new users are clearly coming into the XRP ecosystem. So here you can see about a week and a half ago, when First Ledger and Magnetic launched their platforms to easily create meme coins and trade them, just massive increase in the number of users, like new accounts per day. So we were typically, prior to this, and it would vary a bit, but maybe say about 1,000 new accounts per day on the XRP ledger, and then it nearly quadrupled at one point on October 20th, and it's been a little up, a little down, but mostly way up. So we're having on any given day, pretty close to maybe about 3 times as many new users created per day as was normal just a little over a week and a half ago. That's insane. And I will mention this is an outlier, and it's I don't know what the technical reason is. This is a glitch. October 26th, it says there are only 149 new accounts. That is not correct. The last few days, XRP Scan has been pulling up incorrect data on this. I don't know why, but please just know that is incorrect. It was in the thousands. I saw it reporting properly some days ago. It's not now. But if you look, even just yesterday, 3,050 new accounts. That's threefold what would be normal. And this is happening before we see crazy euphoria return to crypto markets. Even if people are feeling extremely greedy right now, we don't have the retailers back yet, but they will come because they're attracted to major price action. People will absolutely get drawn back in. It happens every single cycle, and then they tend to just buy the top. They are the exit liquidity, and they will come because people going to people. Like humans just keep acting the same over and over and over again. But the amount of additional attention, whatever you think of the meme coins, and I'm not a fan on a personal level, don't you love to see this though? There's this post from chart analyst Steph is Crypto, XRP price chart here, and he says XRP has been respecting a long-term curved channel bouncing between key levels. With $3.31 already hit in the past, the next move targets $14 approximately. And so I'll just note, I continue to see expectations of double-digit price action for XRP this market cycle consistently from various chart analysts. And there are some that may predict a little bit under that and find also true, some predict a little bit more than that. But it's very common to see somewhere at least around $10, which I do not find to be remotely unreasonable based on what we've seen in previous cycles for various coins, frankly. There's not that much money in XRP. It's not going to take a crazy amount flown in to get this dramatic multiplier effect on XRP, even though it's a large cap coin. There's not that much money even in most large cap coins, I would argue. So I don't know if we're going to hit $14. Doesn't sound crazy to me. We may look back and be like, wow, that was pretty damn conservative, actually. I hope that's the case. We'll find out together here. And then there's also this I thought I'd share just for fun. Here's a headline from you today. XRP ranked second largest crypto 10 years back on this date. And so I actually, just for fun, I don't really need to read the article. It just got me thinking, so I thought I'd share this just for funsies here. This is the closest to that date 10 years ago, October 26, 2014, CoinMarketCap. It's a historical snapshot. And they don't have a historical snapshot for literally every single day, which is why this is the closest I could get here. But there you go. XRP number 2 in market cap at less than half a penny. The market cap for all XRP at the time, about $131 million. As I record now, it is $29.6 billion with a B. It's just insane. And I know we want to see the price even higher, which would obviously mean even larger market cap. But it's just so impressive that despite the SEC attack and everything else that's going on, XRP has maintained its position as a top 10 coin in market cap for its entire existence. There are only 3 coins for which that is true. It's Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP. And the reason ETH, you're not seeing it here, is because it didn't exist yet. 10 years ago, ETH was not launched. Look, I will not be surprised if at some point in the future we do see XRP back in that number 2 spot. Just because it's number 7, don't think it has to stay to that lower end of the top 10 forever. It is, in my opinion anyway, undervalued, and I do think that markets have a fun way of figuring that out. And when they do, whew, and when the masses are here, people are going to feel validated paying way higher prices than what XRP is worth right now. That's how humans work. Don't sit there thinking, well, wait, I've got it at this price. Who's going to buy it from me for $10? No. That's a wrong way of looking at things. Now, I don't know if we're going to hit $10, but the point is, if we get anywhere even close to that, that will make people more likely to buy it from you because it's validated. And they'll just think it, because whatever the market's doing, people have this stupid idea it's just going to keep doing that forever. And it's the same sentiment when we're, reaching the depths of a bear market. People feel like it's just going to keep going down, but eventually the market does find a bottom, and then there is a reversal. But people they have this silly way of approaching markets. Whatever's happening in the moment, it just feels to them like it's going to happen forever. And so you think that you're right if it's going down, that's going to keep going down forever. But on the flip side, if it's going up, you just feel like it's probably going to keep doing that. And that's why you get this human behavior. It's completely ridiculous, but I'm counting on humans to continue acting like humans. It's part of my investment strategy, which is why I just sit here and after I buy stuff, I don't do anything. Let the humans do their stuff. And if it results in the price being way higher, then I'll be enticed to sell, fine. But in the meantime, I'm going to happily sit here waiting. But the fireworks are coming. XRP, I firmly believe that when it's all said and done, this market cycle's over, and we're heading back into the depths of a new bear market, eventually that will happen. We'll look back and be like, yeah, it was worth it. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.